with that rah-rah. We leave you dead on the cement. With the game, we ain't playing fair. Matter of fact, we don't play at all. OG was in the air, but we bout to run till we smoke it all. Putting on the front, boy, you better fall. We don't kill them dead, we don't kill them all. Might spend a 10 when I'm in the mall. I was on the bin with it in my draw. Hit that smoking, I'm blacking. Hit that smoking, I black out. If he run, blow his back down. I was gon' but I'm back down. These niggas gon' fold, but I never back down. In the school I was trapping. In the school you was class clown.
Welcome. This is my question and answer video. So I'm going to hop on here and answer some of these questions that y'all have. So I'm just going to go down the line. I have a paper full of questions that y'all have asked me throughout social media. Bear with me while I answer these questions. How old am I? 26. Why did I start YouTube? I started YouTube so that way I could tell my story to people on here that will hopefully listen to it, and hopefully that helps them tell their story. So I didn't make a YouTube or start it to gain money or gain fame or any of that. I'm really doing this for other transgenders that don't know how to voice their story, and hopefully my story will help them voice it better. Why am I trans? Am I happy now? Why am I trans? It's not really a reason why I'm trans. I'm trans because I'm trans. I'm trans because I feel as if I was in the wrong body. I feel as if I'm literally a man stuck in a woman's body. That's exactly how I feel. Some of y'all can relate to that. Some of y'all may not. But that's how I feel. Am I happy now? Yes, I'm more than happy now. I'm about 80% complete. So, I mean, with that being said, I'm about 80% happy. I've already had my top surgery done. So that's why I'm 80% happy. I do not have my bottom done yet. When did you become transgender? I became transgender. I had my top surgery done in November 2018. So before that, I started taking testosterone injections. About 8 months prior to my surgery, my top surgery. So I've been a transgender for a while, almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. What surgeries have you had? I've had top surgery, that's it. Do I plan on getting my bottom? Yes, I plan on getting my bottom. I'm currently working on getting my bottom surgery done. Now, I have a consultation coming up with my surgeon this month on the 11th. So I will be posting a video about that as well. For those of y'all who want to know about it. Where did you get your surgeries done at? I got my surgeries done in Texas. I get everything done in Texas, Austin, Texas at that. That is where my surgeon is stationed. That's where he does his surgeries at. What is my relationship type? That technically does not have nothing to do with my surgery, but I'll answer anyway. My relationship type is you have to have a good mind, a really good head on your shoulders. Of course, smart, affectionate, loving, caring, trustworthy. You have to, show loyalty. And show that you care and you love me. That's my type. I don't really have a specific type that I can pinpoint, but loving and caring. And you gotta look good. You gotta be fine. Then again, you do and don't have to be fine, but it's a bonus if you fine. But I don't date ugly girls. I don't do that. I'm just playing. But anyways, was I born a woman? Obviously. Do I have kids? Yes, I have one son. His name is Talia Curry. How did I come out to my parents? Well, I didn't really come out to my dad because my dad wasn't around at the time. My dad was in jail, in prison. But me coming out to my mom, like, I tried telling her that I wanted these surgeries done, these procedures done a long time ago when I was young. But she thought it was really just a stage, so it was hard for me to come out to her. But I mean, I just tried to tell her, like, from the heart, like, Mom, I feel like I'm in the wrong body. I feel like I was supposed to be born a man, but I'm a man stuck in a woman's body. So I feel as if I'm always misunderstood because nobody understands why I am the way I am. So I just kind of, let her know, like, I just feel like I'm not who I'm supposed to be. It was hard for me to come out. She did not accept it at first. It took her some years to accept it. Some things that happened prior to that, to what really made me get up and leave. Because I had left my mom's house at the age of 16. So I ran away from home when I was 16. But anyways, how did my parents take it? I mean, like I said, she wasn't really for it at the time, but eventually she became all for it. I mean, she was really heartbroken. She was not for it at all. And it was very hard for her at that time. She, was going through it. Like, she could not believe what I had said, and what I was saying was really what I was saying. So it got to her really bad. And I mean, for a while, I'm not going to say she disowned me, but she wasn't for that, and I had to go different routes to get the support I needed, because at that time I wasn't getting support from her. But now that's different. My mom is all supportive about it. My mom is all there for it and everything like that. So everything's good now. How many siblings do I have? I have an older sister. Then there's me. Then there's a younger sister. Then there's another younger sister. And then there's a brother. But after me, it was a brother. His name's Dakota. He didn't make it. So God bless him. Hopefully he can see me. Why do I like sharks so much? I don't know. It was just a water thing. And I was just like, those are like the king of the ocean. Like, how could you love to swim? Because I love to swim and I love water. So I'm like, how can I love to swim and I love water, and you don't like sharks? I'm like, who don't like sharks? They's the king of the ocean. If you like to swim, then you gotta like sharks, because I ain't gonna understand. I love sharks. I have a shark shelf that has everything on there is all about sharks. I love aquariums, all of that. Sharks. Y'all want to send me some shit? Sharks. What do I do during my free time? I mean, I might smoke, watch some Criminal Minds. I really don't. During my free time, I really don't do much. I'm either asleep, watching Criminal Minds, smoking. I might go out with some friends, have a drink, or chill with my family, or I might just be out making money. Or I might be chilling with my son, I might be chilling, with my family. Whatever the case may be, it just depends. But I like doing a lot of things. How many tattoos do I have? How many tattoos do I have? I think I have, I don't know. I don't know. I have over 100 tattoos. My body is you can't see them right now. My body is covered with tattoos everywhere. which there be a video of me showing y'all my chest, so y'all be able to see like all my tats. Did my wife know you were trans when we met? She knew I was becoming trans before we met, yes. But she was also the first one that knew, because I had told her before I had even told, well, I mean, I didn't mention trans to my mom, but I mentioned to my mom that, hey, you know, I like girls and, you know, I'm in the wrong body, such and such, so forth. But saying, like talking about me becoming trans, she was the first person I told. What is my favorite color? Black and gold. It was red and black, which it still is. So I have all different kinds of colors, but my main color theme I love, black and gold. What has been the hardest part about transforming into your transformation? The hardest part, I would have to say, I mean, there's several. So we'll just start with my dad. He'll say he loves me and stuff like that, and he may or may not. But I don't get no support from him. I don't get no help from him. I don't get anything from him that would show that I have support from him about this. I've asked him to help me, you know, with the funds and stuff. He will not help me. He says he does not help anything that God has not already created. Therefore, I took that as, okay, you don't want to help me, you don't want to support me. So he's a minor part of the hardest part. The other part is probably social media and just other people, you know, saying rude, awful things, and, you know, like I'm burning my soul, I am the devil because I chose to be this way, or you ugly as fuck, that's why you trying to be a man, that's why you have hair on your chin, and shit like this and that. That's probably like a little bit harder, this part about me trying to transform. I think that's about it. I really can't think of anything else. That's really it. If I think of something else, then I'll add it in here. What was the hardest part going through the process? Okay, so the hardest part about doing my transition when it came to my top surgery, if that's the case, is really just, I mean, I didn't really have a hard part going through the process. I would just say the emails back and forth was the hardest part. And the hardest part was probably getting a hold of them, because it's so hard to get a hold of them. Like, their office is always available. It's always open. There's always like a time frame from the time that they open to the time that they close. But it's just the calls, like calling them, it's so hard to get a hold of them. So I could only contact them through emails. And at the time, I was so ready to, you know, hurry up and get my surgery done. I wasn't trying to rush it. It was just, I was excited. I was prepared. I was ready. And I was like, I just want a date. I just want a date. I just want a date. But no, they didn't want to give me a date right away. So it took them a long time for them to email me back. Now, after I had talked to my surgeon about what I was trying to do around the time frame, then that's when I had started getting these emails and stuff from his coordinator. So that was probably like the only time that I ever had the hardest part about my process. My process of getting my surgery was getting a hold of them. That's the hardest part, I promise you. Everybody was there during my surgery recovery, so I did good with that. How does your transition affect you mentally from female to male? It doesn't really affect me mentally. Mentally, I've prepared myself to acknowledge the fact that other people will still see me as female, even though I see myself as male. But it's key, and it's a priority to reassure myself every day, I'm the man I am. I am the man. I wake up every day, look myself in the mirror, and I tell myself I am the man. I do that every day. So this really helped me with, you know, mentally telling myself that, you know, I can do this. For people that was going on and off social media and going on and off in person, telling me this and telling me that, oh, you female this, female that, I started to let that shit go, so that shit eventually stopped getting to me. So like I said, I started to prepare myself in several ways to take care of this, and to confining yourself about who you know you are and aren't. So don't let nobody tell you who you is and who you not. Have you ever wanted or thought about carrying a baby? Honestly, I've thought about it, but I'm not carrying a baby. I don't want to have a baby. Do I want a baby? Yes. But at the same time, I don't want to have the baby. I don't want to carry the baby. Now, if someone else were to want to carry the baby, then yes. But me carrying it, no. What is the best advice you would give someone who wants to start the process? The best advice I would give them is do all the research as possible. Make sure that you either have insurance, because I'm telling you now, like, if you don't have insurance and you're paying you're going to be paying a lot of money out of pocket, several thousands. It's really best if you do all your research before you even do any type of intake forms, because once you do intake forms, you're going to automatically fill out, it's going to have a section in the intake form where you're going to fill out your medical history. So they're going to want to know the they're going to ask you to fill out the medical history about 2 or 3 times before you even have the surgery. So it might get annoying, but they're doing that so that way they make sure they see it. So that way they don't miss it. They don't want to miss it. Like, oh shit, we gave you this medicine. You were allergic to that medicine. Because I'm allergic to penicillin. So, it will cut off my, not oxygen, but it'll make my lungs close, I guess. So it makes me stop breathing. But they're only doing that for your safety, for they can know what's going on the papers, so they can make sure that they maintain what's supposed to and supposed to not be done to you. So that way they don't make a mistake. They don't want to ever make a mistake. So just make sure you do your research. Do all the research. Don't just, oh, I'm going to read some shit and then that's done. Do your research. Go on Google and research some shit. Read shit. Research which surgeon you want, which doctor you want, which facility, the area you're going to be in, who's going to help you, who's going to be your caretaker. Figure out and find all the possibilities of any type of program that can help you pay for this. Because I promise you, if you do not have insurance, you're going to be paying a lot of money for this. Now, I didn't have insurance. So when I paid for my top surgery, I paid everything out of pocket. I paid for everything. Excuse me. I paid for surgery. I paid for all the consultations. I paid for, what was it? I paid for, what was the other? I paid for, what was it? Damn. Okay, so I pretty much paid for the surgery, and then I paid for the consultation fees. I paid for my doctor fee. I paid for all the application fees. And then I also had to pay for my hotel. And then, if you have a caretaker, then you won't have to worry about paying for rides like Lyft and stuff like that. But you won't really be able to move around like that. So it's best if you really have someone help you with this, because I'm telling you guys, like, my hands were like, my hands were like this. Like, I was like this. Like this. The whole time. Like, I promise you, like, I couldn't even lift my arms up here. Like, this right here, oh my God, like, man, Jesus, Lord Almighty, Lord, pray. Anyways, so that's the best advice I can give. Do your research. Try your best to find some type of program if you do not have insurance. make sure that you have a caretaker. Check your surroundings where your hotel will be, and please, just be careful and make sure that the paper that they give you, that they want you to go by, these are instructions to go by when you get discharged. So this is going to tell you what you can and cannot do, when you can and cannot go back to work. Please follow. Get irritated, but you're going to be irritated anyways. And the medicine that they give you is perfect for the pain. So if you feel like, oh, I'm not good at taking pain, they got pills for that. Me, I didn't really like taking pills. So when I did take them, I felt groggy, and I couldn't even stay awake for I think I was awake for maybe 20 minutes at the most. But I did do good the next day, which I'll post a video of that too. I did a video the next day where I had got up, went to Walmart with the family and shit. I did all kind of shit. But I'm cussing too much on here. Anyways, so that's all the questions I have for right now. If I get any more, then I'll probably answer them periodically throughout other videos. So thanks for hearing this video, watching it, listening to me and everything like that. I appreciate everyone who follows me, subscribes to me, and watches me. I appreciate y'all. I do this for y'all. So I can't thank y'all enough. Go follow me and share this video.